there are people, ministers, who are just timid.
On Saturday, President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, while officiating over the opening ceremony of the 10-day NRM retreat in Chankwanzi, reintroduced the hotly contentious debate on the giveaway of part of Mabira Forest to Sugar Corporation of Uganda Limited, SCOL. The president is tasking party members to decide within 9 days on either to give away part of the forest for sugarcane plantation or close the Mehta-owned sugar factory.
What do we do with the Lugazi industrial city? Because that's a little city which grew up of sugar. Now, what do we do now? Do we close it or what? We should take a resolution here and say that we should close it and forget about it. That NRM has decided to close this factory.
We want President Museveni and the investors, in the strongest terms, not to open up the old wounds over Mabira Forest and more land, lest this country will be plunged into insecurity. If he doesn't listen, we shall not hesitate to mobilize Ugandans all over the country, for an uprising against this government.
It is this statement that has reawakened the declaration of the Sugar Corporation of Uganda Limited, SCOL, by the opposition in Parliament and members of the civil society organization as an enemy of the people. They are instead asking why an environment-friendly factory would trade a forest with sugarcane.
We are going to meet the Indian community. This business of people thinking we are doing this because Mehta is an Indian, that is nonsense. They are good Indians. We have Mukwano doing good business. We don't have any problem with them. But this particular old Mehta, whatever he has given to President Museveni, let him forfeit it or declare it. We shall kusonda even 1,000 to contribute to what he gave.
Beatrice Atim Anyua, the legislator who led the first demonstration against the giveaway in 2006, has now been joined by other legislators in the opposition, plus 2 civil society organizations, Water Governance Institute and the National Association of Professional Environmentalists, to declare a protracted war against the act.
We are going to organize a big rally in around that forest. That is right. We have already started. But also, we are going to organize and planning, and the plans are already out in many places in this country, many districts, many villages, and he will not handle it.
So we actually warn the NRM cadres who are in Chankwanzi, I think they are still there, if they do indeed come with a resolution that gives away Mabira, that is going to be, it is going to work against them. We are going to make sure that we call upon our citizens not to return them to government.
We are prepared to die for the forest. We are also planning a very huge public rally around Lugazi. This will be a much bigger demonstration. We are planning a bigger demonstration to shake off Museveni, get him off the scene even before he leaves.
The members say the excuse being given by Mehta that his company cannot grow sugarcane outside a short radius of his Lugazi-based factory does not stand, since it's done in other countries with improved methods of sugarcane harvesting and processing. The group has already finalized plans to hold a massive demonstration in Lugazi and Amuru if the end of this week the NRM members resolve to give away part of the forest for sugarcane growing to Mehta.
You should be aware that as a country we have pressing issues and people are really frustrated with the corruption. People are so tired because of unfulfilled promises, undelivered services, and therefore she should not tamper to open another front.
The group intends to meet the Indian Association of Uganda over the same matter and ask it to give advice to Mehta about the repercussions of the act to the entire Indian community in the country. Anyua says instead of declaring the forest for sugarcane growing, why can't the forest be used for beekeeping so that honey is harvested from it? Shortly after the 2006 riots over Mabira, the Ghana Kingdom offered land to Mehta to save Mabira, which was surveyed by SCOL but has never reported back to Mengo. Moses, the Television.